Okay, there we go. Switch that chat over. Let's see if I'm getting faster at doing this Twitter stuff. Oh. Well, I'd be faster doing the Twitter stuff if I did it from the right direction. Okay, go into YouTube. Share from YouTube. Oh, no, not direct. No, I am not faster. I'm trying to go faster on the Twitter stuff. I'm just not quite as used to it yet. The speed will come eventually. I've been doing this long enough. You think I'd be pretty quick at it. Okay, there we go. I believe it's out on Twitter now. Let me go confirm real quick. How's everyone doing today? Let's see. Blaze Ego. Thank you for the follow back, Blaze Ego. Okay, we are live on Twitter. There we go. What is up, everyone? I know it's not the day everyone wants to see in the market. You know, you look over the entire side, red and purple. Purple, of course, for crypto, but I checked the 1348s. They're all red except for ATER. For some reason, they decided to show up to the show today. They're actually not looking too bad there. Bounce from phone to phone here. So yeah, just everything is red. Everything is red. Crypto, everything is purple. Okay, so not everything is red. Everything's either red or purple. How about that? So yeah, let's go over, have a look at Doge. Wait a minute, what? Oh, okay, 4 hour time period. I was like, wait a minute, what did I miss? So yeah, Doge is starting to turn back around. I'm not sure where my buyback was. It did catch a nice little bounce there. And that is what we want to see. We want to see it bounce. We want to see it start running. And it almost came down, what's that, 1/10 of a cent away from my average. Would have been a little bit better to get in at that point, but that was the whole reason why I waited. As I stayed on Clay's channel, I went in and I threw a very, very small purchase out just to round out. When I sold 850 Dogecoin, left myself 50, bought back in another 50 on what looked to be the dip. Now we're looking a little bit lower. We are fairly closer to my average now. So the question is, and we'll jump over, look at the stocks here in a minute, but I figure, everything's red. The only move I made today was on Doge. I'm watching, I've got the cash secured puts on AMC. I'm looking to roll those out a week and down a strike, but right now the prices are against me, so I'm waiting for a little bit more theta to burn off. Like I said, I'd probably be looking Wednesday on those. I think I said that yesterday. That'd be looking Wednesday, maybe Thursday at the latest. Vengeance. Are we in a crash? A crash? A crash or a crash? No. I don't think it's an actual crash because we're not seeing. Let's go. We'll go to the SPY because that is the major index that the market is reflected against. So pull up this. Oh no, not the Qs, the SPY. And let's go ahead and look at it on a daily. So what do we got? We've got Hey, Pico, welcome to the live stream. I was wondering, the market sucks today. The market's been doing a lot of sucking lately. I wasn't sure anyone was actually going to pop in. I really wouldn't have blamed people if they didn't pop in. But Vengeance asked if we were in a market crash right now. So we're going to zoom quite a ways out here. So yeah, you look and see, we've had, looking at the SPY, we have had some serious downward pressure, but it's been kind of spread out, and there have been strong points of recovery. The SPY recovered here, got pushed back down. SPY recovered again. We're getting pushed down again. We go back and we look at March 2020. We know what happened in March 2020. We don't have to say it, but look at how steep that decline was. Look at how far that decline was. That is, I would call that a mini crash. And then we come back over and we look at these pale in comparison. It's been longer, it's been drawn out, and I think it's a healthy back and bounce. It's pulling back and it's bouncing up, pulling back and bouncing up, pulling back, bounce. So this, I think what we've got now, as horrible as it is actually a nice breather for the market. Now, granted, a lot of people play calls. A lot of people are long on every position. Yeah, it hurts. If you're a long player, it hurts. You look at the market, and every single day you're getting beat on. So yeah, we can look at it on a lot longer of a scale here. So we're on the weekly right now. I mean, look at that drop off on the weekly. And this is the tailing tail. The part that really shows you. The 13 is above the 38 on the weekly. Boom! It dropped down below. We are getting close to seeing it dip down below, but we're not seeing that hard spike that we saw back in March 2 years ago. So yeah, the market looks like it's going through a form of a correction. Tesla ARC looking juicy. Vengeance bought in on Tesla. Nice. Let's go back a ways. How far back do we have to go? 08. Well, here, they talk about if anyone has heard the song Boom Boom Candles, remember 08 when you made the housing market crash. Well, if we look at it, this is what they're referring to as a housing market crash. This was not a market-wide event. I mean, yeah, everything did dip down below, but if you look at how tight the 1348 and 200 all were during that time period, the SPY was just cruising along, dipped down, a little bit of a downward run. It did lose over 50%, but it was 50% over a longer period. It was a long pullback. We come back here and we're looking at 330. We're looking about a 30% drop right there. So to go from here where we're at, we'll call it 480 and a drop down, we're not even at 20% at that point. So I mean, you'll get the YouTube channels that will come out and they'll use the big catchwords, not even pullback. You'll see them advertising, is this the market crash? Buy gold to protect against market crash. You see a lot of channels doing that. This is a pullback. It is horrible. People are losing a lot of money, but it's part of the market. Now, how far back? Okay, yeah, that's just goes all the way back to 93. Okay, I was wondering how far the SPY tracking went. I don't know. I don't know how good Weeble's tracking is. Let's go. We'll actually do S. I can't see my keys. And P. I don't want. Oh. S&P 5. I don't want. I want the actual. I want the actual index, not the. Not an ETF, and I'm not seeing it. Okay, never mind. It was a quaint idea. So how's everyone doing today? All right, I've put this off long enough. Let's have a look at AMC. That almost looks like an alpine ski jumper right there. You know, that is a pretty steep decline. Looking at the 13, granted, it did catch a little bit of a breather bounce right there. You know, not steady push down pressure the whole time. Kalani, there are a lot of great buys out there right now. That is, if you're satisfied with the price and you can handle the market going down further. Hey, if you look, AMC did break to the upside yesterday. It did broke out of the wedge, couldn't hold it, got pushed back down, bounced off that resistance level again, and ran back up into close. So yeah, that descending resistance level. Yeah, I said I was looking at that to hold up as support on the low end, and for us to punch through it. We did punch through it going into close. We actually did it twice, and then a whole bunch of sideways trading. So yeah, that did work out. That is what was expected. This support line, you know, we broke through that. Don't need that on the screen anymore. That's irrelevant. MATIC's been getting MATIC has been getting hammered. That is how far? There we go. There's my average up there. I have not bought back in because I'm waiting to see how far it's going to drop. That's part of. I sold some DOGE yesterday, and I saw everything pull back. The thing was, I didn't sell MATIC or Shib because I was on the wrong side of my average. When DOGE went, as you look at DOGE right now, we are still above my average. When I sold yesterday, I sold up here. We've come all the way back down, so I'm waiting for us to establish a hard bottom for me to buy back in. But I figured, since I emptied the DOGE position and I made a pretty decent profit off there, I figured, why not? I've got extra profit. I think I hit 18% profit, and we ran down, and I forget where I bought in at. I can look that up just to kind of peek and see where I got, not really fill wise. So I bought back in at Columbus here, 1492. So I bought back in. Yeah, it would have been these two green candles. I saw a green candle. I saw the huge downward spike and bounce back up and then recovery. So I'm like, okay, that looks like a pretty good place to buy back in. Yeah, we'll probably be green tomorrow. After hard beatdown day, there's always a good chance that people might see that discount and buy back in. So all hope is not lost. This is not a Slipknot album. All hope is not lost. There's still a chance that it'll bounce back tomorrow, and people who get in on the dips, if there's a dip with a good bounce, they make money on it. And that is where, day traders do come in, and day traders or a couple day swing traders. We are looking nice towards this bottom though right now. So I kind of want to jump in here. Unfortunately, I put the 1348 lines on crypto. For some reason, the desktop version of Webull does not like them staying there. So I got to actually go over and look. So the MACD has already crossed back to the upside. You have to get going. Have a great day. Hey, Pika, thanks for dropping by. I will be... look for live on the other channel at about 5:15 Central Time. We'll get on there, run a little bit of XCOM 2. It will be a brand new start on there. Be a whole lot of fun. I like. I'm certainly going to like introducing members of the community to new games they may not have played before. So hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully I see a lot of y'all in there this evening. hopeful. But yeah, I want to see if Doge is going to establish this as the bottom right now. The MACD already crossed to the upside. RSI is in oversold territory right now. So Doge could turn around. I'm just looking for the 13 to start 13 to hook and start moving back upward again. As you can see, it's still looking to even here on the simple, what do we got? We got the simple 5 moving average right here. Even on that, it came up and it's starting back downward again. So yeah, like I said on Clay's channel, I don't think we're at the bottom of the dip right now. So I'm just, I'm being patient. I'm watching the technicals, seeing where it goes, and when I'm convinced we're going to turn around, I might step back in with a little bit more than a normal purchase. Can you create some Claybro characters in XCOM 2? Yeah, we can certainly mod some characters out there. Here's the thing. So, Toad, have you played XCOM 2 before? Let me ask that first, because if you play XCOM 2, then a lot of this will make more sense to you. Let me see Toad's response here before I... Okay, you have played... Okay, so I went into the I&I folders and I shut down Doom Fortress and Doom Factory. So there is no Avatar project. This will be a chill playthrough. This is, I'm not gonna... No mods? Okay. So on the PC version, you've got the Avatar project going on, and it basically forces you to progress the game. I went into the I&I folders in the config files, and I shut down the Avatar project because I don't like a game telling me I have to progress the game. I want to chill, relax, have fun, explore the game, do as much as I can on it. That being said, I go in and you get the first ranger. When they recover the commander, the one girl gets promoted to ranger. I always have her and I create another ranger, and the other ranger I always do yeah, they are very annoying. So I go through and I make the second ranger. I usually go with like Morgan Grant or something like that. Just because my family name on my mom's side is Grant, so an homage to my lineage, I do a character named Grant. So I've got the 2 female rangers, and those are like usually one of them, unless they're injured, they go out on every mission. So those are like my 2 commanders that, for the most part, that lead. And then I get a couple other rangers down the way. Usually on a 6-person, when you unlock all 6 people, I usually like to go dual rangers, dual grenadiers, a specialist as a medic, and a sniper. Paul would make an excellent sniper. Yeah, we can make a Paul Wright character. Yeah, we can make characters for everyone in there. There's, it's a community page. If you look on my, Toad, if you look on it, it says, that I allow backseating. If people want characters named and stuff, I have no problem naming characters, and if they want characters customized. And see, that's the thing. This will be the 4th different game I've done on the channel. The reason I want to see what the community wants. I want to see the games y'all want to see played. The only one that I'm going to for lack of better terms, force feed down people's throat is when F1 22 comes out at the end of June, beginning of July. I will be running 2 different playthroughs on that. I'll be running on my team, where I own the team and I control all functions. I'll have one driver on there. I'll have a male named Hans Ayafiet Lyokel. That'll be the team from Iceland. That'll be CFV Motorsports. And on my driver, I will do... I'll have one male driver, I'll have one female driver. The female driver will, of course, probably be something like Morgan Grant. So yeah, that's and I'm going to take community input on it. Like when I do F1, if I'm looking at parts or departments to upgrade, if there are people in the community who know motorsports and like, hey, work on the aero department. Like, okay, yeah, I'll do aero department. So I will take community input. The it's going to be a community channel, and I will allow back seating on there. So yeah, games like XCOM. If people want characters named after them, yeah, we'll name characters and have fun with that. Age of Wonders Planetfall is a mixture of Civilization and XCOM. Let me write that down. I've got pins. Oh no, that's. I'll have a look at that, and might add that to the page or to the channel. Shredder, how's it going, man? Age of Wonders. And another reason behind playing all these different games and all these games that people may not know. If you want to go out and watch Fortnite, you've got like 30,000 different Fortnite streamers to choose from. If you want to watch Warzone, you've got 30,000 different Warzone streamers to choose from. There are a lot of games out there that are so oversaturated. Literally, so yesterday I launched, as we can see, DOGE is continuing to fall. So yesterday I started a new playthrough, and it was my third live stream, and I did Planet Crafter. It's a survival game. It's a single-player game, and literally the first person in there was someone who was thinking about getting the game, was looking... just looking for some gameplay on it, and he happened to be looking when I went live. So he popped in and hung out, and it's, he's like, yeah, I wanted to check the game out. Dude ended up, following the channel, and of course, Pika Cave, a lot of the regulars from Clay's channel popped in there, and they welcomed him, and he's like, yeah, I was just popping in to check it out, and now I'm hooked. So yeah, it's I want to play games that some people may not know, so they can have an experience of getting to know the game. And some people might actually go out and realize, man, this is the type of game I like. So yeah, I'll bounce from game to game. Paradox Interactive have made my favorite strategy game, Age of Wonders, Stellaris, Crusader. I played, I think, Crusader Kings 2. I don't know, I had trouble getting into it. Crusader Kings 2 was okay. I like I said, had trouble getting into it. One of my followers on Twitch, Kredge, he's actually a guy that I work with, and he plays Crusader Kings 3. I should see maybe if he wants to. He should launch a Twitch channel. If he likes that, get some of these games out there to people who'd be interested in. Stellaris, I have heard of. I've never actually checked them out. Just talk a little bit of finance with me, boss. Okay, so, Kalani, I don't know if you were in here. I did identify where I bought back in on Doge. So, yeah, we were up here, 1644 a coin. So, I sold somewhere, I think somewhere in this zone. I think when I started to see these purple candles coming in, I might have jumped out there, or possibly in this candle right here. So somewhere in this purple zone, that was where I dumped 850 Doge. Waited till it came all the way back down, and what did we establish? One of these green candles, most likely, well, it was most likely this candle or the purple candle following. That was where I bought back in. Like I said, it was a small purchase. I just jumped in, grabbed 50 more Doge. It was like $7.50. We have broken through. We are below, well, that's below the old average. Since I bought in, my average has gone up. Crusader Kings 3, Stellaris are free on Xbox. Well, I am PlayStation, so that's, unfortunately, I will not be able to play those on Xbox. So yeah, I'm waiting to see when Doge will actually turn around. Same thing, I'll add more MATIC. I'm waiting for the bottom, and I've got to see good technicals telling me we've hit the bottom, because with how far they fell in this short period of time, I don't want to risk a crypto crash. So I'm waiting to see some strength step in. I'm waiting to see some buyers, and I'll definitely come back in on Doge real hard. I'm hoping Doge will. Please don't hate me for this. I'm hoping Doge will fall to 13 cents a coin. If it falls to 13, I'll definitely make a strong play at it. So yeah, we'll go over now. Okay, we're still on the 5, jumping on AMC. I'm sitting on some rad calls. Rad just got hammered. They were worth. It was a lotto play, and one that I was okay with it going to zero. They were super cheap, and I've got time on them. They're probably not worth anything right now, so I'm not really concerned about it. I'll let them sit at zero. They can expire worthless. I was playing with profits anyway from playing puts against Rad in the first place. I was playing puts and made a bunch of money. Looked for the bottom. Decided to buy some calls. I'll let them sit. When you're playing with profit, it's okay to let it run to zero. If you're playing with options and you get a 40% run up, you sell 75% of the position, and you make the rest of them free, it's okay to let them run to zero. You've already made your profit. So yeah, those are basically lotto calls that paid for themselves. AMC will jump in the option chain right here, just so... Mike, this big screen gives us so much information to look at. So I've got the 1950. Oh, we need puts, cash secured puts. We got the 1950s. They are currently averaging out at 380 a contract. I want to go ahead and flip those out from 1950 down to 1900. And if you look, they are currently averaging out at 358. So right now, if I went out and down, I would be at a loss. Now I could roll them out and not roll them down and actually make $22 worth of extra premium. That's one thing I'm going to have to evaluate tomorrow, because theta is going on them, but if you look, the theta isn't that high now, just because how far away we are. We're under 16 right now. How many strikes do we have to move up? Here we're looking. Yeah, Vega. I'm not used to this much screen. So the 16s for next week are losing almost, I will call it 575. These are losing almost $11.50. So as you can see, I can sit there and wait for theta to move the price back into my profit zone, and that it'll most likely happen sometime after midday tomorrow. After midday tomorrow, the differential in the theta between this week and next week on 1950 to 19, it should put me in profit to where I can roll those out and take a little bit of profit as I release collateral back to me. So Kalani, how's that for a little bit of finance talk for you? It's, I have no problem. We can talk market stuff all day. It's just, I know people, I know the red gets to people. And the thing is, a lot of people, you'll hear channels talking, you'll hear people talking market manipulation. They're shorting these stocks down. Why is the SEC letting them continue to do this? And my answer to that is, look at the SPY. If you hear people preaching market manipulation, that the stock is being attacked, that they're manipulating this, go to the indexes. Either go to the SPY, or if it's a tech stock, go to the Qs. AMC, go to the Russell. AMC is the largest stock in the Russell. So we're on the Russell right there. Now we're going to jump over, we're going to hit AMC. Not too much of a change there. That is not market manipulation. That is the market being bearish. Do not let people scare you out, especially your AMC position. People tell you AMC is done. Look at the share price. AMC is not done. The entire market is pulling back. All three major indexes are pulling back. Do not let these market naysayers shake you. We've already seen what AMC can do. We've seen what AMC can do many times. Mini run, big run. Look at these. Look at these little pops in here. Look at this entire stretch right here. We know what AMC can do. Look at look at the power that AMC exhibits out here. And yes, it is manipulated. Yeah, they do attack it. There's that is undisputed. But with what's going on in the market right now, I mean, look at that right there. I mean, when in doubt, zoom out. You've probably heard it on so many different channels. But when people start telling you, oh, what's going on with AMC is market manipulation. No, this is a market pullback. Oh, wow, we still got... So yeah, I hope, a little bit of a rant there, but I hope, you get a little bit of confidence in what's going on from that, because it is the market. Have to get going. I'll try to meet up later to try to meet up to. Hey, Shredder, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you here as always. We'll catch you next time. So it will be nice though when I roll them out and down, and I can drop this. I can drop this down further. That will be nice. Hey, Bucky, how's it going? Oh, yeah, and the thing with the F1 2022 game, the reason why I'm going with, for the male driver, Hans Ayafiet Loyokel, is there are call-out tags they use in the game for the character you create, and they only got so many. And I remember from the F1 2021 game, one of the call-outs was the Iceman. So when I do CFV Motorsports on the new Formula One game coming out, they'll be based out of Iceland, and that's why he's being named Ayafiet Loyokel. That way, I can have his call sign be the Iceman because he's from Iceland. So little bit of an inside joke humor there for those of us who know. Who remember when I got Clay with that on his live stream when I super chatted him to say Ayafiet Loyokel. So yeah, that'll just be a little inside joke for the people who know. All right, AMC, I love you. Get well. We're gonna go back over to Doge now. If you look, AMC is no, we'll stay on AMC just for a little bit longer. Now I'm stretching the scale out a bit, just so I can stretch it like that. If you look, I want a good look here. Okay, so I'm liking having this much screen. The way I had it before, oh man, we get to see so much more here. It is absolutely wonderful. So yeah, we got the push down, and if you look, we started to catch a little bit of support. Look at the 13 right here. We bottom ticked there at 1571, and not too long after that we see the 13 starting to come back up. So there is strength in AMC on the day. Now of course the 200 and the 48 and the 200 both continue downward because they're looking at a longer time period. If you're going to compare this candle right here, the first red candle after that little run up we had, count back 48 candles. And you're looking at the exponential average of all of those up into that candle. So yeah, same here, the 200. So looking at the 13, this gives me, this should definitely give you a little bit of hope because you see the buying pressure coming back in. It's reflected on the 13. And then we have a little bit more of a dip, but you see it's starting to flatten out. So I would look, going into the rest of the day to see if maybe we catch a little bit more strength and the 13 runs back up and maybe not break through the 48, but if it can meet the 48 on an upward motion going into power hour, that would be really nice. That would be confidence going into tomorrow being hump day. So yeah, AMC, get well, start running up. Go run up and meet that 48 and do good things in after hours. Back to Doge. Doge is catching a bounce right now. I'm looking. It is coming up off of... It's coming up off the 30 on the RSI, so that is good. I want to see this candle close and see if we start to get a green push. Okay, there's the close. I'm almost wondering if people said 14 cents will be the bottom. I need... Oh, back into Doge. There we go. I'm waiting to see if there is one more... Doge's all of crypto took a hit. Now you got to look at the run that Doge went on. Doge went on a pretty powerful run right there, and then it got stepped down, started running again, inverted W right here. Kind of looks flatness out right here. It almost looked like Batman. Pullback, run up, and yeah, for some reason it sold off. Shib wasn't looking strong, but Shib sold off. MATIC sold off. Let's jump over to the crypto page. Litecoin sold off. Bitcoin sold off. Ethereum. It's not Doge. Just like look at the SPY, the Russell, and the NASDAQ to judge how the market's going. Look at Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin. You can look at Chainlink. Chainlink did the same thing. Uniswap. It's crypto-wide. Doge did it because the crypto market did it. Sometimes coins will break trend, just like stocks will break trend. So yeah, for whatever reason, the crypto market just decided to be down today. I'm waiting to see it is running up. Y'all can't see it on here, but it is the 13 on this candle is right in this range right now. So I'm waiting to see if it can punch through the 13 and hold it. That will be my buy indicator. If I get it, if it closes above and the next candle stays above, those will be my confirmation candles, and that'll be where I'll look for a sizable re-entry. But it's got to be able to hold that 13. If it can't hold the 13, it's going to continue downward. I'll keep looking for the entry point at the bottom. It sucks that I can't. It sucks that every time I set it up, it doesn't stay. I don't know what is up with the desktop version. Oh. Well, let me go in. Let me see if I can just real fast edit. Done. Now we're going to go in, edit again. We want the 13 activated. I want y'all to be able to see the 13 because, it's great. I explain stuff and everything, but if you can't actually see it, let's get rid of the 5. I hate the 5. So that is the 13. Crypto's funky. It's volatile. That's the thing about it. That's part of the excitement. That's part of how people make a lot of money, is just the volatility of crypto. So as you can see, I'm watching the 13 to see can it get above the 13? Can it start moving upward? If it was a stock, the fact that it's so far under the 200 right now, it would still be in put territory. But the fact is, I want to see it claim that. Get that 13, establish itself, start to move upward, and that's my buy signal. That, for me personally, that is what I look for. I look for that strength. Granted, I never got it right here, but I figured, I was sitting on 50 coin, why not grab another 50 coin, just in case. And I was at work, so I really didn't have time to analyze it. You know, I didn't have time to go in depth like I do on the channel here. So how's everyone doing today? Real quick, I want to jump over. So the good news is I am looking at my Twitch right now. Twitch, I am at 44 followers. 6 more, and I'll be in that range for getting monetization. That is awesome. So awesome. Let me make sure that people that just followed me, make sure I have them followed back. I'm trading follows on... Oh, what do we got here? Oh, DJ Electric went live. I'll check him out later. So yeah, anyone who was who was on for Planet Crafter yesterday, Ace, the guy who was first in the live stream over there, and the one who just wanted to check out the game and might be getting slowly absorbed in the community. I actually watched him and his buddies play. I think they're playing Vanguard last night, and I watched them for quite a bit till I ended up falling asleep. But yeah, a couple of them gave me follows on there, so that was cool of them. And I'm definitely gonna watch for him to go live again. Have him turn into one of us. Hey, Paul, how's it going, man? Oh, yeah, you were in here earlier, Paul. Paul was so silent. How's it going today, man? That edging looks sharp. I like where, after you finished the edging, you went down and showed the unedged area and just, your work looks so professional. It speaks for your attention to detail, and I hope a lot of people, especially in your area, look and see the work you do, and sends more work your way. Oh, let's check the rest of them. Shib might be ready for a little bit of a purchase. I think Shib might be stabilizing. Look at the 13. It's it's dancing around above, below. It's still stepping down just a little bit, but compare this downward to what's going on here. I'm going to check my current oh, what do we got here? Got a message. No, I'm not doing two-factor, whatever. I'm not doing that stuff. In fact, is AMC trading that sideways right now? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm not sure what's causing my P&L to curl back up again. Hang on. Gotta check AMC again. Wait, AMC is starting a little bit of an upward move again. Go, Amy, go. Oh, not Doge. Shib. Shib looks stable between 1200 and 13, but then drops significantly. 1200 to 1300 hours? You're talking this stretch right in here? I'm assuming you're using military time on there. Because 12 to 13 cents is, we'd have to... Oh yeah, you said it dropped. I don't think it's dropped that much further. I'm assuming you're talking military time right there. Or 12 to 1300 today. Yes, okay, yep, military time. What do we have for an average on Doge right now? 1448. So we did move our average up with that. Oh, why does it do that? Oh, hey, no. No. $14.49. 48. There we go, 14.48. Okay, there we go. Doge line moved. Shib. Hey, well, no. There's nothing for me to click on there. Just go to the coin. And we are getting fairly close. It is almost that time, everybody. Let me go in real fast. I want to have a look at Shib real fast. And we want to... Wait, how's the overall brokerage looking? Oh, I got plenty. That's a great thing about having that free floating, having capital on standby. We're not buying Shib, we're buying dollars. Let's keep it modest. Twitch will be 5:15 Central Time, 6:15 Eastern. Okay, there's another 800,000 Shib. So Shib, start running. Hey, no problem, Paul. That's we are a community that supports the community. Shib average. It still just says 26 on average. They need more decimal points on Robinhood for crypto. But everybody, it is that time. I want to thank everyone who came by and hung out. All the regular listeners who don't comment, thank you for stopping by. Shout outs to all the people in the chat. Vengeance, Pika, Paul, Kalani, Toad. Did we have Pug in here? I know we had Shred in here. Bucky, 1111, Mr. Simon. Toad, Paul. Hey, we got having trouble reading the name there. Home Conger. Should I sell Friday? I can't see. God, the screen is so small. I can't see that ticker. Is that OME? This channel is non-financial advice. Are you talking about selling covered calls? Oh, GME, GameStop. Okay, it looked like OME. Sorry, my second screen is rather... Oh, why am I even doing that? It's right there. Should I sell... You're talking about selling covered calls? Hang on. Probably somebody calling about my extended warranty. I cannot give financial advice. I can tell you, if you are selling covered calls for this Friday... So you're actually the covered call. I'm assuming you're saying a covered call that you are looking to sell. You are selling at the current 200. If it was me, if I was making this trade, if I was looking to sell a covered call for this Friday, and I had 100 shares of GameStop. Let's see. If it was me, I would look more towards... You're not going to receive as much premium, but I would look I would look closer to 144, 145 range, just because that hard spike above the 200. I would use that as a safety buffer. These can run at any time. If you are selling covered calls and you don't want to lose your shares, do not forget to set a stop loss. Oh shoot, it's that time. It's that time. But yeah, I like to play a little bit safer. I like to have a bit of a buffer. Understand your risk. Risk versus reward. Know what your risk is, and depend upon your risk. If you're going to do it and you don't want to lose your shares, set a stop loss. Call side 330, you're looking at $342 a premium. If that is within your risk reward tolerances, I wish you luck on the trade. Just looking at the premium, I don't get greedy on mine. I'm not calling you greedy. It's just I like to give myself a little bit more of a buffer. Looking at the option chain real fast. 138 is the lowest I would go. 135 might actually be good. You've got almost 200 contracts there. Just shy of $300 premium. You're putting more resistance. Granted, the 130 will act as that'll be a hard line of resistance, but using the second almost 200 shares as a secondary resistance, I would comfortably play the 135. The potential for it blowing through the 133 would be a little bit too dangerous for me. But thank you so much, everyone. I really have to get going. I got to punch in, get back to my 8 to 5 job. Thank you, everyone who stopped by. For those who are going to be over on my Twitch later, I will see you there. Everyone else, I wish you good health, good trades, and I'll catch you next time.